All right, this is for everybody that wants to know what's going on in Columbus, the date, the time, the reason why. This is Ohio's plea to the rest of the nation's patriots that people would come and stand with us, quite frankly. We had a House bill here in Ohio where they said a mistake was made and a provision was added in the wrong place. And what it did was it almost entirely dissolved the Second Amendment here in Ohio. Since then, the lawmakers have gotten together to try to fix this, they say. We just saw in the House here in Ohio, in Columbus, where all of the Democrats voted no to approve it with the emergency provision. This would stop over 1 million people in Ohio from becoming felons overnight, from March 27th into March 28th. It would prevent what is obviously unjust and unconstitutional from happening to so many people, yet every single Democrat in Columbus, Ohio, voted against the approval. They were still able to pass it because there's a big, huge majority of Republicans in the House. Now it goes to the Senate, and it was handed to the exact same committee that messed it up last time. That Senate doesn't have the same Republican majority, not that it matters anyway, because a lot of those Republicans vote with the Democrats. There's a good chance that Ohio will not see this pass. Maybe it's a 50-50, I don't know. Nobody's sure. Nobody knows for sure. We want it to pass, and we don't want to have to be dealing with this. This is a nightmare for us. There are patriots in Ohio who are writing letters to their families for when they leave that morning of the 28th, that they can leave with their families in case something happens to them. That's the situation that we're in. And that's what we're going through right now. Because we understand that the second is the defense for everything else. It's what holds up everything else. So we're asking that if you can, you would join us. That what we plan to do is stand there with enough people that they cannot enforce the law. And if they cannot enforce the law when we're standing at the State House in front of the police, then you can't arrest anybody for it 10 days later or a month later. It becomes this unenforceable law. And that's what we need to do. We need to stand and ask them if they're going to try to arrest us because we all become felons that day. Or will we see the police stand with us? Will we see them stand with the American people? So March 28th, Columbus, Ohio, the State House at noon is where a lot of us are going to be. And we ask that if you can make it, that you please do so. Because this isn't a red flag law. They said this was a mistake. But now they want to let it, a lot of the lawmakers want to let it go through. That way over 1 million people in Ohio will become felons overnight. They know that's not fair. They know that's not just, and they don't care. You know, if the Patriots were going to stand somewhere, we hope. We didn't want it to be Ohio. We don't want it to be anywhere. But since it came to our backyard, we ask that you would stand with us. And it's a debt that we cannot repay. There's no way that we can. So if you get a chance, share this out. Let people know what's happened here in Columbus, Ohio, why it is we're asking people to stand with us. And then don't pressure them. If they can't stand with us, they can't stand with us. Just let them know that they may watch us fall that day, especially if there's not enough of us. And then I don't know what the direction the country goes from there. You know, so if you understand this calling, if you understand what this is about, then I know that we'll see you. And I really appreciate everybody listening and paying attention and sharing this out. Ohio appreciates you. Ohio understands. The Ohioans, the Ohio Patriots understand that we can't repay this debt. That there's no way that we can. Because what we're asking of you is too much to come from the comfort of your home, whether it's here in Ohio or in another state, and to put yourself in that position. So this is only for the people that understand what this is and what this means, all of its implications. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you being here.